Okay, last two videos we talked about variables and simple condition statements. What we're going to do this time is we're going to actually pass data in to this PHP page via the web browser, and this is the actual power of PHP. Data can be passed in via web address or web address and what are called query string parameters, or by form. A lot of times you see forms on web pages asking for like registration, credit card payment name, address, all that. That's a form. So there are two ways to pass data into a PHP page. We're going to show the query string parameter way first. Let's bring up the page, and what we're going to do is we're going to add some. I'm just going to show you what a query string parameter is. Query string parameters are added by using a question mark after the file name, and then putting what you want to pass in. We're going to say name equals we'll say Josie. We'll say age equals 6, and drink equals milk. We're going to pass in 3 variables to this page, and basically when I navigate to that, it doesn't do anything because I don't have any code in place to accept these, process them, or anything. We're gonna do that right now. We're going to remove the hard coded. We're going to remove the variable hard coding for name, age, and favorite drink by using these guys. I'm going to show you how to do that with PHP. So we come to our file. Now it's called hello-data.php, and we're gonna change these hard codings. Now, what hard coding means is that basically, with it done like this, the output will always be the same. We're going to make the output very dynamic, which is the actual power of PHP. So to try to pull in query string parameters, use a PHP command get. It's $_ get bracket and then variable name, and then I think we use name for that. And we're going to do that same thing for age. And finally, we're going to do the same thing for favorite drink. And we're going to call that, I think we just use drink. Let me see. Get drink. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and save this. Okay, so now we have removed all the hard codings. Now this page is fully dynamic. I'll go ahead and launch it real fast. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this, and what you're going to see is the page change. Just a second. Something happened with oh no, it's hello data. Just 1 second. Okay, yeah, I was pulling the last file we created in the last tutorial. I'll do hello data. Now, if you can see, you got the age is dynamic, the drink is dynamic, and the name is dynamic. And since she's 6, less than 18, she's a minor. I can go ahead and change this to anything I want. I'll change age to 60, not 60. We'll change name to. We'll change name to Megan again. We'll change drink to root beer. And you see everything has changed. Now she is an adult, her age is 60, and her name is Megan. That was all done using these 3 lines of code and a few and the conditional here. This concludes the tutorial on query strings and making a PHP page very extremely dynamic. Just to recap, query string parameters are added to any web address on the end. You've probably seen this as you've been on the web, but you have a question mark, and then you have one to many query string parameters, and each parameter is separated by the ampersand or and symbol. And to get them in PHP, you just execute the get command, and what the server does is it looks at the address for the query string parameter name, and then it sets that variable to that. And that's it for this lesson. Next lesson we're going to show form input. That's the other way to pass data in, is via form.